So hey folks, I got another little video for you today, and this one comes from Browey has sent me one of these solar generators. Now you guys know how I talk about solar generators. I'm not too crazy about them. Well, these guys sent me one, and actually I'm a little bit excited about this one because this is a complete unit. It has solar panels, it has the battery, it has everything. So we're gonna just be doing an unboxing today. You guys are gonna want to stay tuned for the upcoming video of a kind of a progress report. My neighbor is going to be borrowing this, and he had just moved into the area, and he's going to be needing this thing. So we're going to be using this real-time, real-world scenario. So and no scripts or no nothing. Maybe we could zoom in on this. I just kind of wanted to go over this real quick. You know, the capacity of this, we have a LiPo battery in this, which, you know, we were just discussing is actually a really good thing. This thing has 614 watt hours. Okay, and to me that sounds like it's pretty good. And this charges in by DC, 24 volt. Not sure, maybe a solar panel, and then an additional solar panel, and then you could charge it with your car, you know, with your car, and it also has a 30 watt panel. And I think you can also charge this with an AC cord. So, but we're going to find out. But it's got 600 watt continuous and 1200 watt intermittently. So with the 614 watt hours, you're going to get, if you're using the full 600 watts, technically you're supposed to get 1 full hour of usage out of that. So, but my neighbor that's kind of remaining anonymous at this point in time is going to let us know just exactly how much use that he gets out of that. So, all right, so looks like we've got let's open this up real quick and see what we got. So we've got some cords, looks like, and nice little package. And I gotta say, my impression right off the bat is, oh, look at this, all these different adapters. Oh, that's nice. My impression just right off the bat, just looking at just the charger alone, seems to have some pretty decent quality. Now this looks like something that we'd use to charge it with. Maybe plug that into your car and then plug this into the unit itself. And then we've got some directions. Let's see if these are any good. A lot of times you get these Chinese products and the directions are actually pretty horrible, but you know what? These aren't bad. Look at that. These are actually very well done. I've got a really good impression about this. I do. Well, let's get this thing out of the box. And, well, I think we're going to have to cut the box. So, our folks at Browey has given me an affiliate link that you guys can find in the description to be able to purchase one of these if you're so interested in doing so. Let's take a look at this unit. This to me almost looks like the little generator that we just got through working on right there. We had a little Westinghouse that we just got through putting another pull cord on. And this is not that much smaller. Some of these units can actually be kind of big. Big and clunky. But this is actually really compact. All right, let's just take a look at that for a second. We've got, this is a car outlet. So this is a 12 volt out plug, it looks like. This is pure sine wave, it says, 600 watts. So there's your 110 plug. You have AC, DC, and a display. And we're going to try and turn this baby on in a minute. What's on the other side here? Let me get this out of the way. Okay, not much in the way of just real basic. So let's go ahead and there's our solar panel. Wow, that really looks nice. I wonder, this has to be a fairly high efficiency panel. You know, again, this is only 30 watts, but it's not taking up any space at all. I mean, right now we're already charging this thing as we speak, which is really cool. All right, so, you know, one of the things that immediately popped in my mind when I saw this was the ability to charge batteries on the job site, because recently we've been doing a lot of off-grid building, and we sort of run out of batteries by the end of the day. So this sort of came in a very timely manner. Now we got some really bright sun, so let's see if we can turn this baby on and see what we got. Okay, it already says it's charging. I don't know if you can see that, but the display says it's at 60% and charging as we speak. So that's kind of cool. It just turned itself on immediately as soon as it sensed that sunlight. Here's a couple USBs. There's an 18 watt. This is a USB-C out. So all of the popular charging ports. So, all right, let's see if we can plug this battery charger in. And now I know from experience we had hooked this up to a solar inverter the other day, and this thing draws almost exactly 100 watts. And that's what it says. It says it's 0.7 amps. So actually probably about 80 watts. Some of you guys that do math out there maybe can help out with that. All right, I don't know if I'm supposed to hit the power button or what here. Yeah, it's working. So this is actually charging. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of bright out here, but we got flashing light, so that means we're charging a battery. So we're drawing about 80 watts off of this thing currently. And again, it's only got the one plug, so maybe a power strip. If we could probably plug 3 or 4 of these in rather easily, I would imagine. In fact, let's get a power strip and plug some more battery chargers and see what this baby can do. All right, I got a mess of cords here, but got my power strip. We got 3 additional plug-ins. Let's see if we can. This is actually for my Ego charger, so this is going to draw 210 amps. Remember, this is rated for 600 amps, so we're going to give this thing a shot. So, and I got the big battery, so I'm sure it's going to really suck the juice. Let's see if that turns on. And it's on, so I'm going to see if that's got a. It's really hard to see in this bright sunlight, but let's see if I can see a watt rating on there. Yeah, I can't see. There is a watt deal there, but it's maybe just need to fool with the buttons a little bit. So then we add our other charger. This thing draws 0.7 amps at 120 volts, so you guys can do the math on that. So let's plug that one in, and it's charging. And then I'm going to get an additional battery charger here. So now we got 3 batteries charging. And I would say we're 350 watts right now. So honestly, I wouldn't have a whole lot more than this plugged in on the job site. If this thing could keep up with us for a day, which we're going to test it, and we're going to let you guys know. And my friend that's going to be using it, he's going to be charging his laptops, his cell phones, and just kind of things like that of that nature. So, and it's super critical that he has that because his wife has a job that really depends on it. So Browey, we're depending on you now. So we're going to see if you guys pull this through for us. All right, so we're just going to plug this baby in and see if this thing will charge. And how bad is the lighting in here? It's probably terrible. So we're technically still charging with solar because this is just going off my solar array, but this should work in anybody's house. Let me see here. Turn this baby around. And the input is right here. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. And it's charging. So I don't know if this is going to charge it faster. I'm sure it's going to charge it faster than the solar. What does that say? 114 watts is going in right now, so as opposed to 30 watts. So I guess that is faster. And then we're going to try it on the truck here in a minute. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, here we are in the car, and we got this car charger, so we're going to plug this baby in next, and we're going to see what kind of charging we have here. And you know, something I noticed was this little, well, now it's going to make me a liar. It says out AC, but when I plugged in the AC from the house current, it actually gave me the wattage that was going in it. So where are we at here? Right here. So let's see. Here's the input. Let's see what happens. So the little meter here, I don't know if you guys can see that. It says it's charging 25 watts. So, okay. So that's not bad. I mean, I guess. I don't know. So I guess if he had to make a trip to town and back, which he's going to be making lots of trips to town and back because we literally live out in the boonies, as you guys know. So, something like this, if you didn't have, regular, and he's got a generator too. So, but he can plug it into the generator, he can plug it into the AC, or he can flip out the solar panel. So to me, that actually, that seems pretty useful to me. Okay, so I'm kind of getting the hang of this thing, and I wanted to take it outside and actually look at the wattage going in, and we're exactly at 30 watts. I hit 34 a minute. There's 31, there's 32, and we got some pretty bright sunlight. I mean, it's kind of cloudy. There's 33. And so the 30 watt claim on the solar panel, I think they're spot on. And actually, I know that it's very important to keep your panels clean too. So yeah, there's 33. So that's actually pretty cool. All right, well, before we wrap this video up, I'd like to thank Browey for sending me this unit. It's a beautiful little unit, and I think it's perfect for what I'm going to be using it for, which is probably the job site, taking it out and actually charging batteries on the job site without having to start the generator up. Very noisy generator. That's the one thing about solar, super quiet, passive energy, just charging your stuff, and we've been doing a lot of jobs off grid, so this is actually, really perfect and really timely that they've sent this to me. And we're 2 weeks into having this thing now, since I started this video and started this review, and so far, I'm very, very impressed with it. The build quality is excellent. The whole construction of it is very simple, very basic, yet very useful. It has 3 separate ways you can charge this machine, and it can be charged through multiple sources. For example, if I'm plugging it into my cigarette lighter, I can put it in the sunshine as well, and it will, double the charging current that's going into it by doing that. And so, and that gives me a lot of options as far as, the ability to be able to recharge, the batteries. I could take it home, plug it in with me. I could plug it in, in my vehicle. I could just open the solar panels and let it charge like that. But, at 30 watts charging, it will take several days if the battery is fully depleted to completely top it off. So, bear that in mind. But on the job site, if we have that thing open and charging, it's just going to extend that normal, that 600 watt hours. Let's say we're on the job site for 10 hours at 30 watts, full sunlight. That's going to give us an additional watt hour rating, like maybe 300 watt hours. So, we're looking at maybe more like 900 watt hours. And I would imagine that's like nine fully charged 5 amp hour, DeWalt batteries, which, I have 10 batteries now, and we generally go, if we're working hard and heavy and using the saws a lot, we generally go through those batteries in their entirety. So it's nice to have that ability to recharge them. And of course, it can be plugged in at night, and in 6 hours it's fully recharged by the morning and ready to go again. But hey, with that, folks, again, we're going to put that affiliate link in the description below, and you guys can click on that and check this nice little thing out. And this is not meant to run a whole house. This is not meant to run your freezer or your refrigerator. It's not that type of a solar generator. It's more of a portable unit, camping, hunting, fishing. In my case, I'm going to take it on the job site and use it every single day, just like a tool. And it's being used by some people who are very much relying on it to power up their computers, because just running on a generator alone is very sketchy. They almost ran into a situation where they where she was going to run out of power because the pull cord had broken on the generator. So this gives a great deal of redundancy for folks that are, like myself and like them, who are living off grid and relying on their electronics to kind of, get through work and stuff like that. So, but with that, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out Browey. I think this is a great up and coming company with some great products that need to really be looked at, and I think they're very worthwhile. All right, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.